Ooh, welcome today to this show. Skincare routines for you to glow and for you to be confident on camera. And today I am with Ariella. I mean, this is a long awaited show, and a lot of people are, fearful about getting on camera because how they look, because of probably maybe one acne or the other. So today we have Ariella. She's going to be sharing with us all of her secrets. I'm not sure we're gonna let her go with any of them. So she's gonna be sharing all of her secrets today, okay, on how you can have a glowing skin like hers and mine too, of course. How you can have a glowing skin like this, and so that you can glow on camera, just the way I'm glowing, and for you to also be able to have that confidence and not be distracted on camera. So just a little, about Ariella. I'm gonna let her tell us a little about herself, and then we can move it forward from there. So Ariella, welcome to the show. Tell us a little about yourself, what you do, and let's get started. Mm. Awesome. Last time we had you on our show talking about, how women should appreciate their beauty, and that show was so lit. I enjoyed it too. I'm a man, but yeah, I help women, female coaches to actually be profitable through video. And this really means a lot that so many women blessed with so many gifts. They are, empowered by God to change the world, but they're hiding there because of probably their skin. So we don't want you to consider your skin to be a problem. We want you to see your skin as a message. It shouldn't even be a distraction. Like, you know what I mean? I realize, like, some people actually see their skin as the challenge you're having, but it's not about us. Like, it's not about how my nose looks or how my eyes looks or my ears. It's about the message. Because today, I don't know how Moses in the Bible looks like. I don't know how Daniel looks like. I don't know how Abraham looked like, or how Esther. Everybody talks a lot about Esther in the Bible. I don't know how they looked like. I don't even know how Jesus looked like. But the message kept going over and over and over the years. So I'm gonna just give the mic over again to Ariella to walk us through the basic mindset, thing that we need to know about, how we look first before you share with us all of those secrets. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Mm, mm,
Biggest thing for you to work with in that is talking with yourself about that, right? Like
yeah.
using, I've had conversations about using positive affirmations, positive self-talk. And so if you are concerned about like how you look physically, right?
Mm-hmm.
um you work with an affirmation like I am beautiful, right? Like
Yeah.
something like that, right? And telling yourself that, even in the beginning you don't really fully believe that, like you're speaking to your subconscious mind, you're speaking to yourself. And look, if you're looking at, especially using that as a mirror practice, looking in the mirror and telling yourself I am beautiful, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
beauty goes beyond the skin, right? And when you truly begin to feel that way about yourself over time, and surrounding yourself with people too who like speak life into you, right? Like people who look at you and see your beauty, right? That's gonna help
Yeah.
you see your beauty too. Um, it, Over time, like that's really what helps you shift your mindset, and also like
Mm-hmm.
nobody ever, like, I can't I remember a time in my life when I was like a little more insecure about the way that I looked and things like that, right?
Yeah. You
And I
shared that
don't
story in the last show. Yeah, you did.
yeah, and so I remember, that time, and feeling like, people saw me a certain way, or they just didn't see me, a certain way.
Hmm.
And um, kind of after a while, just gaining some more confidence in myself and recognizing like my own beauty, right? Like other people start to see that in you when you see it in you, right?
Mm.
And it becomes a lot easier to show up and say, hey, like this is me fully as I am, and it's beautiful, whatever, physically and in all ways. But it's really just a mindset shift, and it starts with the way that you speak about yourself and to yourself,
Yeah.
and the people that you surround yourself with too, and how they speak about you and to you.
Yeah, just like from what you said now, about the people who surround ourselves, just before you share all of those secrets, what, what about people that are like, the people around them don't appreciate their beauty? Like, like it was for you, like, you were not super okay. You were like, ah, am I so masculine? It was, something like that you shared in the last show. So, like, what will you tell people that might be considering themselves that way because of what people are saying? Since it's a mindset shift, maybe they're trying their best to believe in themselves. Like you said, they can tell themselves I'm beautiful. How can they get out of such mindset of what people are saying?
Yeah, I think one of the best ways, especially if you are in an environment where like people around you are saying or talking down to you or not saying, kind
Mm,
things, um, one of the best things you can do is like find books to read, right? Or people to follow on social media who speak life into women, right? Like people who are like body positive or just just things like that, like surrounding yourself with um people, even if they're not like physically close to you. Like we have access to the internet, right? We have access to books,
mm-hmm.
audio books, things like that. Those things will speak to you too and help you begin to have a more of like a positive outlook. And especially if you're looking at stuff that's about building confidence, right?
Yeah.
That's going to help you begin to do that as well. So if you can't find it in your immediate circle, like look for it in the in other ways.
Yeah.
Right.
Right now I'm taking a closer look at your skin. Like, it's glowing. Maybe I need some shades, right? Just kidding. But I mean, taking a closer look, I wanted to walk us, from the beginning, because guys, at the end of the show, she's going to be sharing a special file with every one of us so that we can have access to that. Just go grab it. We're going to drop the link. But here's the thing. Now, looking at your skin, obviously, is so smooth. It's so like perfect. So, and a lot of women want this too. Like, how can I get my skin to look like this? How can I not have acne? How can I just deal with this? How can I just be beautiful and, like Ariola? How can I have such skin? And what is the number one thing that they should start doing around this skincare routine? What is the number one thing that they should start with before the physical things that they begin to apply and so and so?
Before the physical things,
Yeah.
I would say, I mean, one of the first things, even hearing you say that, is like, one, like begin to appreciate the body that you're in, right? It starts
Mm,
sort of like that sort of mindset, and that sort of looking at yourself and saying, I love that this skin holds me, right? Like I love the body that I'm in. I'm grateful to be alive in this
yeah.
body. Grateful that um I have eyes to see, ears to hear, right? Like all of that. If you do have that, right? And there's always something to be great. Just practicing gratitude and appreciation for your physical body, but then even kind of looking at your face and saying, and there are times where I look at my face and I remember a time where I didn't used to like to. This is funny because I have such a short haircut now. I didn't like to used to wear my hair up. Like I used to have longer hair. I didn't like to
Mm,
used to wear my hair up because I didn't like my face. I didn't like. I know, and you're like, oh man, but that's how I felt. Like I thought, everyone else around me was more pretty, and I was comparing myself to other people,
Uh,
and I just didn't think that when people looked at me, they thought, oh, she's pretty, right? Like, so, I mean, it helped that like strangers around me would like, I remember one time I was at work and this random woman was like, "You're so pretty." And I was like, "What?" No, thank you. Right. And so the things like getting those and really like accepting the compliments, like even hearing you talk about my like I had to talk to myself here and be like, accept the compliment, like thank you.
yeah,
Right?
yeah. I mean, I love that you mentioned that gratitude is the foundation. Gratitude. So the first skincare routine is appreciating this vessel, the body, appreciating it. So the moment we turn that on, I think it will be easier to apply the other things you have to say, which are, yeah, walk us through all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's starting with gratitude, I think, is the very first thing, being able to look and appreciate the body you're in. And that helps you take care of it too,
Hmm.
when you're taking care of your skin from a place of, well, I'm doing this because I appreciate my body, and not from a place of I'm doing this because I hate my body, right? Like
Yeah, yeah.
very different. And your body responds to those things. Like your body physically responds to the thoughts that you have about it, and the feelings that you have about it. So
Uh,
when you start to shift that, makes a big difference.
Absolutely. So, what is the number one physical thing that I can do to have my skin glowing like yours?
Hmm. Um, well, so not very many people told me my skin glowed until last year, and
After I said it, that was after
yeah,
I said it. They realized it after I said it.
you started the whole thing. But honestly, the biggest things that physically I started to change was the food that I eat.
Mm,
So eating more like fruits and vegetables, um, focusing on eating foods that are considered antioxidants like berries and cherries, things like that, right?
mm.
Drinking enough water, like half of my body weight in fluid ounces. That's so important for your skin. And then there's of course the I would say spiritual practices that just bring this like soul glow out of you that people
Yeah.
see. So for me, that looks like meditation, and yoga, moving my body, but meditation, prayer, things like that. Like um, getting into that regular practice alongside changing the food that I eat. And there is the simple washing your face at the end of the day before you go to sleep, right? Kind of
Yeah.
think about it as like washing the day away. You're kind of cleansing and your physical skin, so then you can go to sleep, kind of like fresh and wake up with a fresh start the next day.
Okay, talking a little more about the food because I'm really taking notes here. Um, Talking a little more about those foods. What are they specifically? Like building them maybe on classes of food, saying carbohydrates, proteins, fat and oil. What are the foods and the classes where they fit in?
Yeah. So actually, I was drinking this before we started the call, but this, you can't see it inside the bottle, but it's a green shake that I drink, and there's um, a lot of veggies and
Mm,
superfoods. So things like spirulina, which is an algae that comes from the ocean.
mm,
um, Quinoa in there. There's alfalfa sprouts, wheatgrass juice. Um, this is not in here, but I know that this is a very, very amazing thing for people who deal with skin problems. Kamut. Kamut is a green, like superfood that is so nourishing for the skin. I remember hearing a story from a woman who dealt with really bad acne, and when she
mm.
started, like, there's a Kamut like green drinks blend that she started drinking that. really helped her clean her skin up. And I mean, she tried all of the, skincare, like lotions and face washes and
Yeah.
things like that. And it was really her diet and focusing on the health of the inside of her
Mm.
body that she eats that changed what her skin looked like on the outside.
Love that. I want to get that exact word. You call it commute. Can you spell that?
Kamut, Kamut.
Oh, AAMUT.
Yeah, Kamut.
AKAMU. Oh, like I haven't heard that before. So like you said is a vegetable, or what did you say?
Yeah, food. I think it's a vegetable. I've only seen it in like a powdered form, so like
Okay.
kind of turned into a supplement drink.
Mm.
Um, and I know it's like a green powder type thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. So now moving that's for food. So are there like maybe on the food, considering maybe fruits? Are there specific fruit recommendation that you know from your experience that's gonna really help to, have a smoother skin, glowing skin?
Yeah, when I think about glowing skin, I think about antioxidants in your food. So like berries, like blueberries,
Mm,
raspberries, blackberries. I have a concentrated tart cherry juice. I think they're Montgomery cherries. Those are like the specific, um, you know, specific cherries. But I have that juice that's really high in antioxidants. You can actually even put it on your skin.
mm,
I haven't done that. I usually just drink it like a juice, like.
oh,
um, but you can do that as well with that. But I always think about berries and then cherries. Yeah.
berries and cherries. So now this whole fruits and food that we're mentioning, guys, we'll put them all in the show notes and the description of this video. If you're listening through podcast, you see it in the show notes. So all of these foods, like, can we say that it's, food is a big one for me. Like I rave on food a lot. So can we say like for this food is, can we consider protein better than, let's say, carbohydrate in helping the skin? Or can we say they have their respective functions for the skin? Should we consume less of that for, like fat and oil? Should we consume less of fat and oil in our foods? Or, we have some good natural oil that we can consume. And then we have some, a lot, plenty of unhealthy oil that's out there in the market, all the processed thingy. So can you say that there is a differentiation between carbohydrate and protein and how it can really impact the skin?
Yeah, I mean I think you said something about how they have their respective functions. I don't really know when it comes to carbohydrates and proteins, like if they have a huge impact on the skin. I except if I'm thinking about the quality of the foods that I'm eating, right?
Mm.
Like carbohydrates can come in the form of brown rice, right? Or they can come in the form of like potato chips, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
One of
yeah.
those things.
You know why I'm talking about that is because a lot of people consume more carb than they consume our protein. A
Right.
lot of people consume processed foods, and a lot of processed foods are more of carbs, carbohydrates. And so I
Uh-huh.
want to know, is it maybe a lot of people are having all of these skin abnormalities? I'm sorry about the little noise in the background. I think somebody, is passing by. So sorry,
Uh,
guys. So a lot of people are consuming this carb, and then it's really, really affecting their skin, I guess. Or consuming protein, and it's really helping. Protein is considered something that helps to build tissues in the body. Like then
mhm.
carb is generally considered to be something that gives the energy that we need for our body, right? Also from the fat and oil. So that's why I really want to know that difference and the effect on the skin, you know
Yeah, I think both of those things, it really depends on how it's prepared, right? So always am a huge advocate for home cooked meals, right? And if you're cooking meals from home, like using healthy cooking oils, like maybe olive oil or coconut oil, avocado oil. Actually, this past weekend, I had a friend help me through do like a facial, and we just used all natural foods. And so the things that we used on our face were, she mashed up some avocado and then put organic oats in it. So it was like an avocado and oat mask that I put on my face. I let it sit there for a few minutes, washed it off. My skin felt so like soft and like glowy. Like, I mean, as I was doing the facial, people were like, "Oh, your skin looks so good." I was like, "Thank you. So does yours." We were both everyone was doing the facials, right? And then we ended up putting aloe, like an aloe plant, like opening the leaves up and putting aloe on our face for moisture and for more moisture. And then rinse that off and then put like another moisture on our skin, basically. But so I don't remember why I brought that up.
But then it's completely fine, you know. Just getting that clarity there is so helpful, because food, I'm really a fan of what I eat. I want to know what am I eating, how is it affecting me, because food also affects a lot of creators. And sorry guys about the noise in the background, we really apologize for that. You know, you wouldn't define people passing by with their speakers, and but thank you for understanding, guys. So moving back to the point, like that food really plays a huge role, which is why that's why I started a company that, you know, is focused on helping people have access to natural meal, no processed food at all, daychop.com. So that is super amazing point there. And traveling deeper into the next point you mentioned, which is water. How should we consume water here? Should we just take, like, do we have a liter per day that we need to hit? You know, we say we're gonna hit like um this ridiculous 20 liters or 30 liters in a day.
Yeah, my camera going in and out. A call coming in, and I
It's fine.
but, yeah, so I base water consumption off of body weight. So whatever your body weight is in, like, I use pounds, right? I do half of that in fluid ounces. So I'll share my weight. I think I'm around 175, 5 right now. And I can't do math. um, but somewhere between like 80 and 90 fluid ounces, right, is my goal for water. So I have my water bottle that I carry around that has a bunch of stickers on it and a measurement, you know, so I know it's like 26 ounces or so per water bottle. So then I know I've got to drink a few of these a day, right? Like at least 3 or 4 of them a day.
So now you know, you mentioned about avocado and the oats. I'm still coming back to that, but I want to talk a little about the yoga. How does yoga affect our skin? How?
Ooh, that's amazing. So you can detoxify your body with food, and you can detoxify your body with movement too. So amazing thing about yoga is it really works with the fascia in your body, which is this thin layer of tissue that's right underneath the skin, right above the muscle. Like, it encompasses our whole body. And there's so much that our fascia holds when it comes to like just so many things. Like our emotions, like, can be held in our body and our fascia, right? And our emotions can also affect like our physical body. If you have, sometimes people will have like legitimate health problems because of trauma they're holding in their body, right?
Yeah.
Health problems can be a skin disorder or something with your skin, right? So when you are moving your body and thinking about detoxing your body, getting toxins to move out of your body with yoga, and you're moving with your breath intentionally and allowing safety in your body, right? Inviting safety in your body, and connection with your body, you yoga is a very amazing tool for helping you move your fascia, work through whatever might be stuck and held in that fascia in your
Yeah.
body. And then like just a tool in detoxing, especially if you're pairing it with eating a healthy, nutritious diet, right? And doing a diet detox in a way, right?
Yeah.
You pair that with movement like yoga, it's very powerful with assisting in that.
Wow. So overall here, motion is really important in having this great skin. So, maybe it allows us to open all the pores of the skin, stuff like that. Take away all of the dirt. Oh, okay. I love that. Sometimes exercise and yoga might be misunderstood. So can you help with the difference? The normal workout and the yoga.
Yeah, so I see yoga as a form of movement. And there's also a lot of other things that go with yoga as well, that don't have to do with movement, right? And so yoga is kind of its own little practice. And I would say you can use yoga as a form of exercise. Yoga asana, which is that practice of moving with your breath, as a form of exercise. And with exercise is like the big category. Yoga could be a little subcategory in that. That can be so many things, right? So you might go for a run, that can be exercise, lifting weights in the gym or outside in your house, or wherever you do that, that can be a form of exercise. So it's a little different. Exercise is planned and structured, and yoga can be planned and structured too. It's just a little kind of its own practice of exercise. And yeah, like you mentioned, getting your blood pumping, sweating a little bit, that can be very detoxing for the skin, as long as you're taking care of your skin after the fact, right? So like not just kind of sweating and then letting it all sit on your body, like rinsing it off.
Yeah. Now moving to that second to the last point before we call it a day, guys, where you mentioned washing our face at the end of the day. Do you apply something special? Is that where you apply the avocado and the oat, or do you apply something before washing at the end of the day? Is there a special way to wash? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this is something that I'm continuously learning more about, like how to do the skincare routine when it comes to washing my face and everything. The avocado and oat mask, that was something that was like a fun facial I did with my friends, not something that I do on a daily basis or regular basis. But on a regular basis, I definitely practice just washing my face with a simple just facial cleanser at the end of the day, because your face collects all this dirt and stuff just from living your life and walking around, right? So at the end of the day, it's important to kind of wash all of that out of your pores. I learned washing and in circular motion around your T-zone, so like around here, and I usually wash, like I consider this part, my neck, as part of my face as I'm washing too, right? So washing all of it, moving in circular motions with warm water, because that helps you open your pores, get the dirt out and everything. And then when you are rinsing the soap off of your face, putting cold water on, and then rinsing your face with cold water, so then you can close the pores and you're not kind of throwing water and getting the dirt right back in your pores, right?
Yeah. Awesome. Great point back. Open the pores, close them back.
Yeah.
Love it. This is awesome. I mean, now tell me a little about this. I want our audience to take something home and go practice and give it a try. So you said avocado and oats, and is there something else you add to the mix, so that we can all try it out and come back with our testimonies on here?
Yeah. So this is the most all natural facial I've ever done. But the way that we started was we had actually cucumber. So we sliced up some cucumbers and we took the cucumber and rubbed it all over our face. So we basically were just kind of getting our face cold and wet, right, with the cucumber, rubbing it in circles all over our face.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you set the cucumber off to the side. We had a mashed avocado, especially if you dealt with acne a little bit more, then you used either just the plain avocado, mashed avocado, or if you deal with acne, then you use the avocado with the oats in it. So I use that one because I also deal with acne sometimes, right? And so I put the avocado and oat mix on my face and let it sit there until it felt like it was just about like dry, maybe 10 minutes or so. Then I went to the restroom or the sink, washed it all off my face with some cold water, pat my face. When you're drying your face too, I learned you don't want to like rub your face with the towel. You want to like pat it dry. It'd be very thin, right? And then we came back out and put aloe vera.
Okay.
Aloe, rubbed it all over our face, and again just let it sit there for maybe 10-15 minutes, and I rinsed that off, and I put the moisturizer I decided to use that day was shea butter on my face, so that gave me a little extra glow and a little extra moisture on my face after rinsing the aloe off my face.
I think you said that was what, butter?
Shea butter.
Okay. Oh, amazing, guys. I think I have a mix for my own face too, guys. Cucumber, mashed avocado, warm water, wash it off, put on aloe vera, and then some shea butter to glitter, and then somebody's gonna put on shades like I almost did when I was watching Ariella. This is amazing. So thank you so much, Ariella, for sharing all of this valuable stuff today. And our skin should not stop us from going on camera to record and to save people's lives. For me, I see business as a way of helping people, and we should not underestimate whatever we do, even if the person is a janitor. Some people might underestimate whatever they do. You are important in that cycle of existence. So there's something you're presently doing. Not everybody is going to be the king immediately, but you might be trained to become a king. And so wherever you find yourself right now today, and you can hear this, just get started with that good thing that you can do to help other people. Everything is a business. I was recommending this book for some of my students, business secrets rather, from the Bible. And it's written by Rabbi Daniel Lapin. Yes. So that book is super awesome because it exposes the importance of everybody getting into doing one thing, at least, like having something they really do. Everybody cannot be a farmer, everybody cannot be a doctor, everybody cannot be a lawyer. Everybody's gonna find somewhere and fit in order to change the world. And our skin should not limit us, and that is why we brought Ariella today to share with you all of these massive secrets so that you can care for your skin and have nothing stopping you, and you can be more confident on camera. So Ariella, I want to say big thank you to you for coming on live here. I really appreciate it, and we all do. Thank you very much. So what is the final encouragement you have for somebody that watching and is like, are you sure? I'm still a bit scared. What's your final words for them?
Yeah, I would say do it scared, that's how you start to build confidence in things. I think you start to build courage doing things as once start going through things that are the actions of you taking care of your skin, if that's a concern for you, right? Begin taking action towards that, but then just move forward and show up and share your gifts, your knowledge with the world, even while you're scared. Like that helps build that courage, build that confidence. That would be my last bit of advice.
Thank you so much for that huge piece of cake, and I appreciate it again. And guys, we'll see you in our next show, in our next podcast. Amazing. Our message to you is one thing: get discovered and grow. Okay, for you to get discovered, you can feel free to book a call with us. We're always happy to get on a free call with you and help you through your business and help you through your mindset. Video marketing is what we specifically do on here in Smart Real Talks and Mindset Coaching. So you are unstoppable, and again, you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. Goodbye.